the Rotoscopers YouTube Live. I'm your host, Chelsea Robson, and today we are talking about Star Wars, The Last Jedi. It's pretty exciting. It's the movie that everybody's going to be talking about over the weekend, and hey, we are doing a spoiler-free review. I'm going to be very careful not to give any spoilers away for this, but I did want to give you my thoughts and impressions of this film. All right, so first off, I need to throw in a bit of a caveat and tell you what type of a Star Wars fan that I am. So first off, I am one who really enjoys the films, but I'm not one that memorizes like random facts and figures about each film. I couldn't tell you like random side characters or whatever. I'm more of a big picture type of a fan. So that is where my views come from. Now, also, I did want to say that this movie is really going to be one that most people are going to be comparing it like The Force Awakens. Everyone just compared it to episode 4, and I'm going live, and so I can't think of what the name of that one is right now. If you want to put that in the comments, go ahead. And so a lot of people are going to be comparing this one to The Empire Strikes Back. Now, that is very normal, and what was cool about it is they actually did go in and take little things from The Empire Strikes Back as just kind of like a, hey, fans, here you go. Remember us? So, for example, like those big walking guns with the giant legs, you know what they're called if you are a giant fan. Those are in it, so cool. And I did say that this movie, for me, it had a lot of really great things going for it. For example, the humor in this one was quite good, like on point in many ways, and I was very happy with that. So, for example, I'm not saying that this was like a laugh factory by any means, but if you were to take like the whole of Star Wars and put in the like laugh factor on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give every other film like a 3. Rogue One, maybe a 4, maybe. But I think this one had a solid 5. I was like, sweet. I am very happy about that. There are a lot of jokes even from the beginning that you're just like, okay, are we going Marvel on this? I'm okay with that. But they didn't go fully that way, but they added enough in there just to be like, okay, we're not totally keeping ourselves in this like super serious mode, but we're keeping it light. I mean, it is 2.5 hours long, so you have to have both sides, and I feel like they took that line really well, having both the fun, lighthearted to like the serious. Sorry. Hey, friends. I see lots of comments coming up, so thank you. And we are once again talking about The Last Jedi, and I feel like this movie is one that a lot of people are going to be like, okay, there's so many questions that I want to know. Do we find out about A, B, and C? Do we find out about this? Like, for example, do we find out about whose Rey's parents are? Yes. Do we find out about Kylo Ren, why he turned? Yes. Do we find out more about Luke Skywalker and why he's away? Yes. But then again, there are things that nobody cares about, except for me, that we don't get answered. Like, for example, where do I get one of those crystal foxes? I mean, seriously, those are the cutest animals in the world. I want one so bad. I want a crystal fox now. I felt like this movie, the pacing of it was actually pretty good through a majority of it. There were a couple moments in the middle, like, so for example, the very beginning pace was really good, but then there came this chunk in the middle that it's like it kind of veered off and had multiple different storylines going, and so you kind of felt like kind of dragging along just a little bit. I felt like they could have sped that up just a tad, but at the same time I felt like they maneuvered them pretty well. And then toward the end, it caught back in again, and you're like, all right, cool, this is awesome. So anyway, those are my basic spoiler-free thoughts. I'm excited because next week I am going to be doing a spoiler-full review with you all. So I want you make sure to set your notifications so that you are going to know exactly when to jump on and add all your thoughts, because this is going to be, once again, full spoilers just for you guys. All right, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and put those in the comments below. I will be checking them throughout the day and the weekend, so this is going to be a good time. I believe that if you're watching this review, you're probably going to watch the movie this weekend regardless. So, hey. But in the end, I gave the movie about 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was a slow at times, but still quite enjoyable throughout the whole thing. All right. Until next time, my name is Chelsea Robson, and you are watching the Rotoscopers YouTube Live.